Okay guys, time for a C# tutorial, your first program, your first project. Open Visual Studio, create a new project. Choose console application, make sure C# is selected. Console, you can filter here and select C# and Windows and yeah, console application. There you have it. This is the old .NET framework. This is the new one. Let's choose the new one. Create. Go one step further. Type in hello world. This is the famous first program. Choose .NET 5. This is the latest one. It doesn't matter for this tutorial that much. And I'm going to remove some stuff just to make reading this program as simple as possible. By pressing this button here, you are basically compiling and running the program. The IDE does this for you. I'm not going to go into details what is the compiler. You need system here. Press run. And there you have it, your first program. I'm going to quickly format this, and yeah, I'm going to explain what's going on here in just a second. Of course, you can copy paste this line several times. It's no problem. It will display hello world multiple times. You can of course type in something else and it will work as well. And that's about it. Now I'm going to try and explain some of the things without going very deep, since I don't want to confuse you right from the start. Okay, so what's going on here? First, this thing here is called a function, or maybe just go backwards. This here is something called a namespace. Namespace. This thing is called a class. And this thing is called a function. Sorry for my bad handwriting. These here are the parameters. So the function is expecting some sort of parameters. This here is the main entry point for the program. Main entry point. Here you have another class. So similar in how this is organized, you have the function, you have the class. Our program is organized in the same way. You have the function, you have the class. As part of Visual Studio, you have what's called a solution. The solution may contain several projects. This is your project and the project name. And as you can see, here is the program name as demonstrated here. Dependencies are basically some external dependencies. I'm going to explain this in some feature video. And I think that's about it for the first tutorial. I'm not going to go into too much details. As I said, I'm going to explain what is a function later on, what is a class, what is a namespace, what are these input parameters, explain in detail how compilation works, what's going on, because some guys believe you cannot compile without Visual Studio, which is false. You can write your program in some notepad and then compile using the compiler, but what does Visual Studio do? You know, you have all this syntax highlighting. You can see the namespace here is black. You can see the class is some how to say, some teal color, and this is some other color. The input parameters are some other color, and this makes everything easier to read. You have also this opening curly braces. I am going to explain what this is, what is the difference between these braces, What does void mean? It's like a return type. What is static? I'm going to explain this as well. So there is a lot of boilerplate and a lot going on behind the scenes, so don't worry. Even though it's quite simple program, you might struggle to understand everything, but for now I will just say play around with this simple program and modify it and try to figure out how to write different text or something else. But I think this is enough for now.